Mind John. Sorry mate. I've tripped over at the wrong moment. Thanks John. Do I go now? Do I go?
It's your gravel, I nearly took your head off, didn't I?
I had an excuse then, I've been dealt with a bit of a bastard, but this should be an easy thing.
It is high pressure, every one of my takeoffs has been shite.
Didn't even notice the day off. Whoa. Another one. Second climb feels a bit smoother than the last one, and the drift is quite good at the moment. There's quite a lot of northwest, northeast I mean. And John Stevenson's coming out underneath me, and so is Ed. Right, Cloudblaze is about about 5 grand at the moment, but I'm loitering along the very edge of the 4.5, so I want to try and crosswind. There's some clouds down there. They're a bit crosswind, I think. Sort of. That's the track, but I smell dentists. Right, lovely view. They're quite strong climbs again, as you'd expect, and glad I got the rab jacket because I'm cold already, a lot colder than yesterday, the day before yesterday. Well, reprieve of sorts, there's Steve on his training slope there. Cloud in sight. Well, I'm going to just cross over because there's some sort of wall up there. I'll just try and go upwind a little bit. elephants. It's been about 4 elephants. I did a ground map on the GPS on the Garmin just earlier, and when I do that I can sound like I'm clever, saying right, I'm over tides, well no, I haven't got a bloody clue otherwise. But I turned it off because it was confusing me. Well, I've been really dumb. I went down the 6,500 line thinking I was nearly in the 4.5, and it was a dividing line between 6.5 and 5.5, and it was crossed to the wind, and I just thought, oh no, the wind is much more south than I thought. This didn't feel too bad. Safety camera. Oops. Oh, there's Ecton. Oh, I can't concentrate. I'll put the camera on to show you Ecton, but I'm falling out of this one. Let's go around again. I'll always remember that Ecton from a couple of days ago, and I bloody got below the hill and got up from rather horrible load of trees. There it is. Little river. Well, the river's very nice, not horrible at all, but horrible when you're in the air. Right, well I can't find whatever that was, but that cloud is still there. Looking a little bit flatter I think now. But it's the only cloud for a long way. We've got just absolute blue here. And not far from the corner of the airspace there's a little bit of low down. There's quite a shift between low down and up, and you can see the thermals changing direction as we go up. So up here at 4.3, and the drift is pretty, yeah, just north-northeast, and down lower it's northeast, or even beyond northeast I think at times. I have to go back and have a look at the track, but anyway, we're doing alright because we're in the 5.5 and we're getting near Leek, and I've got a little marker at the turn point at the corner of the airspace. Yeah, sort of the sorry, the corner of the Manchester airspace, where we can sort of turn right and go quite a lot more west. It's all 5.5 there for quite a while, but I was aiming to get to that point and then try and cross towards the west, try and get towards Wales a bit, to make sure that we can miss the Birmingham airspace, which is still sort of like directly downwind of me at the moment. Certainly the wind at this altitude. It's been absolutely how each thermal seems to have been for ages, apart from the Quarry one, which was corkscrewing up. Is I can't seem to find a way to be in the bloody thing more than halfway around. I was trying to say 2 times at the right hand side behind the tip lane. Right, so just barrel on, I think so. Or back into that one we just left. Right, big sink, and I'm expecting something to go off from this lot here. Trying downwind a bit more because just dreaming of a slightly smoother bit. Seems to have fallen out over that side. Maybe we should go. so I haven't been to 5.5 for flipping ages. Well, on this flight I haven't been to 5.5 at all. Doesn't seem to go that far. You get strong climbs, but they seem to disappear. See if I can fish for something. No, 1.6 down. All the way around. Cross over in case there's something on the other side. Cloud's gone. We're down to 1800, so it's a bit low. Sharp then, just to try and stay in, sort of desperation. That should have been a bit calmer. Probably, but well, that's got to be a massive town, and I'm feeling a bit dumb again because I should know what that is. I don't know. Right, ready for a bit of a ballistic one, probably. Right, I'm getting my phone around, I think, much more today than any other time. I think I'm absolutely exhausted. Maybe I should just be used to all this by now, but right, 2.7. Anyway, because yay! Bloody hell! Too strong. Right, gonna fall out of this. That was too much. Right, we're yet, I think. Blimey, that's really tired me out. I was just scared for quite a long time. Yikes. Right. Crosswind, anyway. Just now. Put the camera on just so you can see it. But coming up with the thermal. Yeah, I'm too scared to just like go right underneath that cloud. So I'm probably out of my depth slightly here because I'm not being able to fly to my potential. I think I'm putting part of this in. I just want to keep the glider open. We've got a reserve. But I think that's pretty stupid. The fear is a bit stupid too because I'm here now. And the thing that's always interesting to me is that the bit of me that curses me for, after I've landed, I curse myself for not being a bit bolder. It's sort of never the other way around, and of course that's biased as well because it's your other self. It's sort of like you curse yourself for flying if you smash yourself into something. You'd curse yourself for not quitting. So every time you survive, it's easy to blame the part of you that quit. But there's two that fear is really subjective, and it's really hard to work out whether any of the fear that I've been feeling in this really strong climbs has got anything to do with risk, or whether it's closely related to risk or not. I mean, or just sort of my feelings of feeling a little bit out of control. A little bit. As if I could do anything about it apart from trying to keep it light. Right, well, this is boring chat and it's not too bad. I'm actually enjoying this for a minute. But not going that much. 2,100. Yeah, let's be a bit braver and go underneath the clouds a bit more. Oh, I see a big hill over there. See it on the camera. Downwind of me, I've just seen a big bit of straw going up. I don't really want that thermal. I doubt whether it's smooth. Raise a bit. That coming up to 70k from launch. Slow progress. Thought there was more wind at altitude, but just really just skulking climb. I mean, late to me. I've never come across this one before. That was a solar array, but it's some silver polytunnels. canal down there, loads of boats, canal boats. Little fancy place with fancy gardens. Try and stay up. Another big town, I haven't got a clue what it is. And that big hill. We've got no airspace to worry about here now, so height wise, and only a few ATZs downwind, so take this to the top. It's a bit weak now though, unless I've lost it. I have to go upwind a little bit, maybe I should go upwind again. It's going up, it's not even rough. No queue. Weird sky ahead. There's a glider right below me. I'm too busy watching him to stay in the thermal. Right, that glider's coming up to join me. That's the trouble, he's too good. And I want to keep up his way. But we're at 6,000 now. That's the highest I've been on this trip, highest I've been. Well, I've hardly ever been this high. Well, he's flown off now. Glider. Hopefully he doesn't know something I don't know about airspace. Right, look at this, right. You're a bit faster than me. How do you do that, mate? Blimey, must be pedalling. I feel like I'm in a balloon just sitting still. I'm going 45k across the ground. There's not much, but I'm really keen to try and get 100k on the Atlas. If I had his glide ratio for 2 minutes, I'd do it. Bridgenorth. Okay, we're approaching Bridgenorth. Shouldn't have made that. Let's have a look at the wind direction again. 45, 44, 46, 47. Right, so I reckon it's probably not worth trying to find a heading that's any better than going for this town, and the town's likely to give some heat energy as well. But there's been a long bit of sink since that last big climb over I've heard these towns. Wenlock. They made that up, didn't they? Much Wenlock. They must have sat around and thought, ha 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 ha, let's just do some stupid name like Shepperton Mallet or something, and then they thought, let's beat our mates at Shepperton Mallet and say something even more stupid. Let's call it Much Wenlock. Doesn't even make any sense. And nobody will be able to spell it. Excuse me, where do you live? Oh, Much Wenlock, you won't know it. Nice view of harvesting there. Right. Oh, come on, give me 100k, please. Desperate to get the Cobra one because it gives me that little dot where I had last had a bit of lift, which I find really helpful. .8 away from launch. It's not about the distance, but it is a bit. Should be the hours. What have we got? 19 degrees centigrade. 5 hours 14. Blimey, deserve a medal. Kilometres on an Atlas. That's not bad, it's done me well. I'm forgetting all the times when I was praying I could be just put on the ground and I'd be happy boy, because that was just like really ballistic earlier. Probably one of the most ballistic flying I've ever done. Well, just persistently ballistic, so you don't know, you think, well, I shouldn't be here because any minute it's going to fold up in half again. And then it didn't for 10 minutes and then it did again, and you think, oh yeah, see, I should have just like flown off to land. But it's not turned or anything, it's just terribly stressful when you bloody... Well, I'm going to land in this town unless I get a nice climb. But for some reason, there's a whole load of dandelions. I'll show you. There's been about sort of 7 or 8 dandelion seeds in the... Quite high, must have been a big waft of air past the load of dandelions. But anyway, going up again, and if I'm right, that town is Bridgenorth, and we're definitely getting a climb from there. 3 grand, not sure how long I'm going to go, but we're on 101k. try and put the camera on to show the straw. There's bits of straw in the air, so I imagine there's a very strong thermal somewhere down there. They're quite late. This is 5:38. But directly upwind of me is a combine. Don't you see that bit? There's a few bits below as well. A little bit there. Hey look, 6.3. I'm just trying to get the highest I can, really. I could just bomb off downwind. I'm just nearly in these clouds. I mean, base must only be a few hundred feet away, but it means that it's a 7 grand base. Right, 6.7, high as I got. No, 6.757. Above mean sea level. Not quite 7 grand the other day, but... Right, 5 to 6. So the goal's just about unreachable at this pace. Yeah, well, I've got 43k to go. I'm online for Hereford. It would be really sweet. It would be best score I'd ever got, but it's just not practical, even by being really careful, I don't think, because we've got a really slow pace now. Like we're just pootling along at 46k. There is a slight drift at this altitude, but hardly anything, just a few k, and it'll just take another 2.5 hours, I think. It's already taken 5 hours to get 100k, so it just wouldn't be, it would be 8 o'clock and there's no sort of massive convergence or anything exciting to expect to give me the magic ride all the way to Hereford, and it would definitely be doing a kneel and landing up, so sleeping in some railway station or something. So I'm sort of torn it already by just wanting to go distance because it's really fun, and it's now calmed down a lot, and the sky is good and the view is really beautiful, and I've got a bloody clue where I am. And but at the moment this town's going to be my next port of call, and that would probably give me about 115k straight line, and probably with a bit of zigzagging a bit more than that. 130 something maybe even. Let's see how we go. Anyway, I'm still directly online for Hereford, but we're 42k away. Don't normally do this, but it's the first 100k on the Atlas. Been bouncing around a lot, and what a view! Look at this. Better not drop the camera, that'd be a bit of a shame. Well, I've gone off course, I was trying to go to that town. Right, okay, I'll try and pick you back on your little bracket. 6:15, and in this pretty blue sky there's been a cumulus forming over me, so I'm just trying to stay up. 4.3, got up from quite low. Really surprised to still be up this late, or have a strength of climb like this under blue. Right, I'll shut up and try and focus. Right, 43k, 40k now, ground speed. I'm just going for these last little bits of queue I can see here on the way to Hereford. 30k left to go though. Got a bit of bar on. Well, I haven't got bar on now. Generally putting a bit of bar because I'm thinking that it's going to be very unlikely, but I'm reducing my chances by going slow. I've just got to bomb and hope for big climbs. I think it's the only thing to do. Right, it's 6:42, nearly 6:45, and there's 24k to go to Hereford. It's just not really going to happen, but I'm a lot nearer than I thought I'd be. You just need a big climb. They sometimes happen really late. We're at 2.7, and I'm just going over these trees. I just imagine that woods are the best chance of a late thermal coming up, due to some sort of restitution effect from the warmth being trapped in the trees as the ground cools. That's the theory. But anyway, it's been really fun now, like not too hard, not too sort of like rough, and of course because it was really booming earlier, there's still some energy left in thermals. But yeah, maybe I'll get another thermal, I don't know. 2.6. Heading down the track towards Hereford. Very little chance, but I'm just trying it because there's plenty of fields to land in. Trees to land in. I think my time is up. We've got some power lines there. Right, not getting up from here, so started landing there. £7 o'clock. Down now, I've got to try and get back and find out where I am.